It's no secret that the Rainy River in April is the place to be when it comes to big walleyes. But this trip was about trying something new.
I always try to tell our customers it's really a passive-aggressive deal. If you want aggressive results, you have to be a passive fisherman. So when it comes to the river, the current does most of the work.
Chris Granrud of RainyDaze Guide Service is a master at dragging a jig in plastic.
Oof, this is a big fish right here. Everybody's running up the current here, and we actually came across the current, and I told Joe just kind of to chuckle, I go, you know what's gonna happen? As soon as we come across this current, I'm gonna get hit. We literally turned the boat, went 15, 20 feet, bang, hit it. So I have no idea why that worked. I know this is a thumper of a fish right here. Oh, there's a nice fish. There's a nice fish. Oh yeah. That's a heavy fish. Look at there. Again, definitely looks like it's gonna be a pre-spawn fish. It's fatty right there.
That's a fatty.
Absolutely wanted everything to do with that bait right there. That is exactly what we're looking for. 3/8 ounce, Pro Blue Moxie, ate it. He's all mine, baby.
Joining Chris today is Joe Bricko of JT Outdoor Products and his buddy Gordy Herman. And thanks to a tip from one of Chris's fellow guides, they're doing something a little different, pulling crankbaits.
It's gonna be a nicer fish here. Just came up and just absolutely crushed that crankbait. Looks like a better fish. All right, come on.
The old frozen debt doesn't give very much, Joe.
Yeah, there's a chunk.
Fat fish
yeah,
right
that's
there,
a chunk.
With temps in the teens, you want to make sure you handle the fish as little as possible.
The hero shot should take you about as long as you can actually hold your breath.
And not freeze your fingers off.
We continuously find doing something a little bit different is triggering these fish to bite. So what we're doing there is we were dragging. I've been kind of throwing this thing off to the side and letting her fall down the river. And I just actually dropped my rod back as far as I could and let it tumble down the river. And as I was letting it down, he thumped it. I mean, he thumped it. This is a heavy fish right here. When you're walleye fishing and you tuck the butt end of your rod into your stomach, that's always a pretty good one.
Just digging.
Come on, sweetheart.
Oh yeah, she's a good fish.
Oh yeah. That's a nice solid fish there, huh?
Nice.
That's a nice solid fish. Read it, read them and weep, Bricko. Read them and weep right there. She was not going anywhere. I don't know if you noticed this here. We were just talking about this the other night, but she's actually got some spawn coming out of her right now. She's getting, her belly's getting a little loose. Big female. Definitely ready to do her deal here. And we're gonna get her back in the water right away, but we appreciate your strong effort.
We're up here just living the dream, living the American dream. Trying his new rods out, trying to get that 10-pounder where everybody dreams of.
Yeah, that would sure change the look of the day in a
Oh
hurry.
yeah. Wow, fish on.
Nice.
This is a nicer one too. This is nice.
That looks solid. Feel pretty heavy, Gordy?
Yeah, it feels like about a 4 or 5 pounder.
Oh, real nice. Yeah. All right.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah.
That's what we come up here for, right there.
It's all about embracing the chase of catching, you know, a giant walleye. I mean, this is truly an opportunity to catch really a world-class fish.
The 30-inch walleye makes people go pretty much lose their mind. For me, I mean, it's 365 days a year. It's focused on a 30-inch walleye.
We're trolling in an S-curve pattern at 0.4 miles per hour.
We just made a little move. We had been getting some really good solid fish, and they stopped for us, and they also stopped for a lot of the boats around us. So all we did really is we pushed up into some heavier current with some big boulders. Really worked the same presentation, and within minutes we're starting to hook fish again here, and this is a good solid fish. you got to remember, fish don't bite 24 hours a day. You know, I mean, you're going to fish bite windows, and if you hit a bite window and they left, you got to go hit a different one. He's going to go mouth open. They get tough with the mouth open. All right, long arms.
I'm gonna long arm him.
There we go. Nice, nice, a nice solid fish.
That's a chunk.
We will take it right there.
Joe says if you're gonna catch the fish of a lifetime, you'd better be prepared.
It's easier said than done. A lot of times when you see that caliber of fish come up to the surface, it's hard not to panic.
Oof, he's got a head shake to him.
Yeah.
Good equipment always makes a big difference. You know, checking your knots, make sure you have good line, good rods that have the right kind of load and action for what you're doing. You know, if you fish too heavy of a rod, obviously the rod's not going to be loaded. You're not going to have that margin for error when that fish, you know, takes a big turn. You know, the line can go slack, it can pop off. If you have an underpowered rod, you don't have the backbone to move a fish in the current.
With all that in mind, Joe and Chris teamed up to develop the JTX Mag, a true custom rod that is designed to redefine fishing. Not just in the way it's built, but in the way it's sold.
Not only did we develop the product, but after we developed what we believe is to be one of the highest end rods on the market, is we brought it right to guys like myself, fishing guides and tournament bros, and they were actually able to distribute the product as well.
This trip was the first chance other anglers had to get the rods in their hands.
Good one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Claire Van Gro has been a longtime client of Chris's, but this was his first time on the Rainy River.
Nice fish, buddy. Let's see that boy. Pull him up.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that sow.
That's how you do it.
Nice fish, guys.
Oh, that was amazing. It really was. I've caught enough walleyes that I know when they feel like that, before you see them, that's a big fish. If you're looking to stick a big fish, this is the spot. You know, we all like to catch big fish, and if you want to put yourself in a position to give yourself that opportunity, this would be the spot to do it.
Fish.
Fish.
Yeah. Just slamming the crankbaits here.
Oh, that's a nice one, Joe. That's the biggest one yet. That's a big boy.
Oh yeah. That is why you come to the Rainy River in April.
That's an 8-pound fish.
Look at that. Look at how heavy that fish is.
That's a nice fish, Joe.
There it is.
So if you want to catch more and bigger walleyes, pull out the calendar and make a run to the Rainy River next April. It's a trip you won't soon forget.